Gilbert versus Swift. Swift goes around. Ewan flies past. Really? Is that how easy it's gonna be? Caleb Ewan wins Milano Sanremo.
The sprint is on the way. Christoph in the middle of the road. Alexander Christoph wins the Ronde van Vlaanderen. And Heinrich Hausler finishes top of our team in 27th. Yeah.
Hausler has punctured! Oh my god! I give up. Van der Poel will win it. Van der Poel will take Paris-Roubaix.
Comrades trying to sprint for Liège, Bastogne-Liège. It's very close. Comrades versus Maxi Schachmann. And Maxi Schachmann takes it.
The win today in Como is going to be for a Frenchman. It's a 1-2 for France as Julien Lafilippe wins ahead of Godu and Adam Yates. 4th place for Schachmann as we come home in a respectable 5th position with Patrick Conrad. Ben Swift, come on, hold on. No, I'm gonna get jumped by Demar. Arnaud.
Ronde van Vlaanderen 2021 for Wout van Aert ahead of Lampaard. We tried so hard to not spend any energy and they were just better than us.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to YouTube Pro Cycling. I hope you enjoyed that little intro segment right there, taking a look at what we have to look forward to later on in this episode, and hopefully we can maybe, just maybe, win our first Monuments and first Classic as well as a team. But we also have the Itzulia Basque Country Tour coming up today. And looking at the calendar first, we do have the Itzulia Basque Country Tour, a very fun and very difficult stage race in Spain. I think I saw Pogacar mention once that this is the most difficult race he's ridden, and of course he's the man who has won the Tour de France. So we have this very difficult race in Spain first before heading to Roubaix for the Hell of the North. And our form isn't too great, probably set out by me at Tirreno in my previous episodes. Blackwar then got second place at Milan Sanremo with Ben Swift. We didn't get a stage win at Catalunya, and we didn't get a top 10 at the Ronde either, despite a pretty good episode from Benji in the last one. So really, we do need to try and get at least one of these objectives today at the Basque Country and then Roubaix. Taking a very quick look at the parcours right here. Full of hills is this race, that is for sure. We also have a TT as well. Interesting to see. I don't think every variant has a TT at Itzulia. Difficult day into Ibar on stage 5, and then again with a very difficult finish to end the race. So taking a look at our squad for this one, we are led by the likes of Patrick Conrad, Sergio Higuita and Benoit Cosnefroid, but we also have the likes of Andrea Baggioli, Clement Champoussin, Harold Tejada and Diego Camargo. So a pretty deep squad we bring to Spain. And we've had a pretty crazy start to the race here. De Gent is trying to bridge to a 15-man breakaway, including Steven Kruijswijk. How has he managed to get in this breakaway, which is pretty strong, it must be said. So we're about to come on to the first climb. We have a crazy tempo right here. I think that breakaway will be brought in. 19 very good riders have gone up the road, but we may as well take a very quick look at the start list. I won't click through, but I can instantly see this is a super strong race. Just so many good riders are here. Alaphilippe and Evenepoel headlining Quick-Step. Oh, bad moment for us because Clement Champoussin has gone down. Luckily, he is able to continue. We have Simon Yates Kemner as well falling with him. We're going to have to try and get back on by ourselves, but luckily this climb is coming up and that will really help him grab right back onto the back of this pack. There you go, straight back in. We have just had an exceptionally hard stage already and the tempo just is increasing all the time. Conrad and Camargo are about to go out the back. We have Kelderman, Sepkus, Richie Ports all relaying on the front right now. Let's try and push our guys to the front of this group as we're quickly going under 100 riders here. Here we go then, 10k to go. Our guys are coming right to the front. I could even make a little train right here. Let's put Champoussin on the front, up to maybe 90 with him. And Cosnefroid is to the back of this group, so going to be difficult for him, but it's a short climb. If we just tempo like this, I think we can try and put our guys in a very good position that is for sure. Champusan is here. Fulsang is coming to the front. He's probably looking to make a move right here. Is he? Formalo as well. Champusan is pretty much done. Let's use our gels as Cosnefar is way too far back in this group. Real shame for him that he was caught at the top of that previous climb. Here we go. Hershey and Formalo are all trying to attack Alaphilippe. Fulsang, Yates as well. Can we even follow this with Andrea Baggioli? I don't think we can. And let's tempo now with Harold Tiada over the top of this climb. And we have 6 riders off the front. Alaphilippe, Formalo, Hershey is here, Fulsang, Roglic and Yates. And obviously that is pretty disastrous for our GC. But Harold Tiada is going to try and be the MVP right now of our team. Baggioli can go to the back. We have 21 riders in this group. Come on, Tiada. Do your best to get back on right now. It's 20 seconds. I don't think we're coming back on. I think the stage win has gone to those guys. And Higuita would be one of the quickest in that group as well. So a real shame right here. Let's try and go right now with Sergio Higuita into the final. But Alaphilippe versus Yates versus Roglic. Hershey coming as well. But Alaphilippe wins stage 1 of the Itzulia Basque Country Tour with Higuita probably going to come first of this group behind alongside Baggioli as well. My tactics were just not on point right there. However, we do avoid any big time gaps. So we are still in with the shots of the GC and Alaphilippe in the lead of the race. This is a crazy race. Again, we've had a fall so early on in this stage. We have Yates behind Quieto, Thibaut Pinot as well. And this just means we're going to have a super fast day as Carapaz and Gaudu are waiting for their leaders. And what is going on? Yet another fall right here. Nightmare moment for us then as Sergio Higuita, our leader for the race, does fall right here. Pedrero and Quieto go down as well. Can we try and get back on ourselves? I think not. We're going to have to sit up maybe with Tiada. I cannot get over just how difficult this race is. The tempo is just insane. Camargo is just dropped from the 4 guys at the very front. So you can see the likes of Barguil and Metier are in that group. Let's try and work a little bit actually with Genietz. But Higuita is back in and he can hardly get to the front of the group. So we've just had another fall. This time Andrea Baggioli drops right behind, and it's just absurd how difficult this race has been. I'm dropping Camargo from that breakaway because it has just been so difficult. We need some extra support in the main peloton. This has been an absolutely absurd stage so far. The tempo has been impossible, literally impossible. Higuita is struggling to stay in this group after his fall. We've also had an absurd number of falls. Almeida, I think Remco is behind. Just an unnameable amount of riders. Kuss as well is caught behind because of a fall. Quieto too. Baggioli is about to drop, and even on these kind of flatter sections, the tempo is just impossible. Here we go then into the final 10k. Already we have attacks as we come into this absurd final climb. We're going to have to set our own tempo. I cannot follow those attacks, I don't think, with Champusan. I may try and follow with Conrad or Cosnefra in a moment as Higuita is pretty much done. We only have 3 riders who have gone off the front. Cosnefra is struggling just a little bit with this tempo. Let's use our gels as well. We have Woods, Hershey and Adam Yates up the roads. Can I bridge this gap with one of these guys? In fact, let's try and do that right here with Patrick Conrad. Can he try and attack away, maybe getting blocked by his own rider? That is just brilliant stuff, of course, but Conrad isn't going to be able to bridge that gap. And we're going to follow Alaphilippe now with Patrick Conrad, who is in a decent position, trying to catch those guys with Alaphilippe, the race leader, remember, with Woods, but Hershey and Adam Yates. My oh my, what a move that was by those guys. Who can we follow? Maybe Roglic with Clement Champusan. We're now in the wheel of Mike Woods, who is a pretty horrendous downhiller. Conrad is out of the GC, so this is really only for stage victory, as Hershey is trying to attack Adam Yates. We're not going to catch those guys. Let's just try and sprint with everyone in this group. Who's going to take the stage? Hershey versus Adam Yates. It's very close, but Mark Hershey takes the win ahead of Adam Yates. Conrad will only get a top 5 place after that late move, with Champuisan and Cosnefra finishing in the main group as Higuita loses the GC today. This race is absolutely absurd. The tempo that is taking place on these stages is crazy. Higuita has lost the GC. We have lost the GC as well, with Clement Champuisan and Cosnefra, our best placed riders, almost 2 minutes down already. We just need to try and win a stage, but that is proving to be super difficult. So I have now attacked up the road with Harold Tiada. We're trying to join today's breakaway. As you see, plenty more attacks are going off the front as we have, again, pretty terrible race day conditions. So Tiada may as well try and steal a few KOM points at this stage. We only come second there, and this jersey could well be up for grabs. And great news for us here, because this 8-man breakaway has been let go by far the most of any breakaway so far at this race. The bad news is the likes of Lutsenko and Tim Wellens join us as competition up the roads. Here we go then, Tiada coming over the top of this second climb. Can we beat Mikel Cherel? It's going to be close. I think we got second again with Harold Tiada. So I think we have these KOM points up for grabs, but we're blocked there. Can we try and beat Wellens? We're not going to, or yes, we are with Tiada. Gaining some good points actually in this competition, and we're only now 2 off the lead. So 12k to go. Jai Hindley, Dumoulin, Carapaz lining things up on the front, which is just crazy in itself. We're trying to hold on though for a potential sprint with, I think, Benoit Cosnefra today. Higuita also is a pretty good option, whilst Champuisan is losing time on purpose, so he's allowed to go in future breakaways. So we have 6k to go. I'm trying to put our guys in a good position, but Cosnefra is slowly making his way to the front. Now here we go. We have 5k to go. This should be a pretty quick finish. We have Woods, Michael Matthews as well. What is Woods doing leading out Michael Matthews like that? However, we have Bagioli now with 3k to go. Tiada, great job by him today after being in the breakaway. Matthews has been caught. I think Higuita is going to be the man to lead out Benoit Cosnefra in this one into the final kilometre. Here we go. Higuita launches the sprint. Cosnefra is about to go for the line right now into the finish. Can we hold on? Benoit Cosnefra wins stage 3 of the Basque Country Tour. What a win. We get our stage victory. That certainly takes the pressure off. We beat Roglic, Hershey, Matthews, Pogacar in a sprint. A great victory today by Benoit. Finally, we break our duck. We hadn't won since, I think, De Bod in the South African National Champs. At least I haven't won since that race. So finally, we get another win. So our TT gets underway with Clement. And to be honest, we may as well take this pretty easy. Looking at the GC, we're in 12th position now with Cosnefra, but over a minute down on pretty much anyone in the top 10. So it's going to be difficult to get anything out of the GC right here, especially looking at the riders at this race. Absurd quality, and we don't really have any super T-tiers, so we may as well take this easy. So Cosnefra gets underway, and he's on a good day, but a horrendous, just absolutely horrendous time trialer. So expecting to lose a lot of time, even more than we've already lost in the GC. Here comes Benoit then into the finish. It's going to be horrible because we're about to be overtaken by Felix Großschartner. Can we beat him on the line? It's very close. I think we did just beat him, but losing 2 minutes and 53 seconds. But let's monitor how the top 5 get on. Pogacar is on a very good time trial. He is 40 seconds down in the GC. I don't think he'll beat Remco, who is probably going to win the stage, but a great time by Pogacar, keeping him in the GC battle. Can Roglic put in an equally good time? Not quite. 30 seconds down. Alaphilippe, though, seems to be on a very good time trial. He is 24 seconds down in GC. Doesn't lose any time really to Roglic. 2 seconds to Roglic. Adam Yates, though, and Mark Hershey are struggling in this TT, so this could be pretty close. Adam Yates right now, 1 minute and 17 seconds down. He drops behind Pogacar and Roglic. I do believe Hershey now 1 minute and 32 down for Mark Hirschi. I think he's going to lose the lead. So Remco takes a dominant stage victory today, but Alaphilippe goes into the lead of the race, and it's so close. Roglic and Pogačar are just behind, with Hirschi and Adam Yates losing a heap of time right here. And it's ugly for us because we aren't even in the top 25. So I did decide to avoid going in today's breakaway, and maybe I'm going to regret that because we have quite a lot of riders. 14 riders currently in the breakaway. You can see some pretty good riders, definitely led by Thomas de Gent, but we're going to try and wait for these difficult climbs later on. Under 2 minutes then to the breakaway as we enter the first of these really difficult climbs. Let's just try and hold on as long as possible. One climb down then, but still over 100 riders are left in this group, but the tempo, like I said already, has been just absurd throughout this race, and the next 2 climbs coming up are even more difficult than the first one. Okay, and quickly we have 49 riders left in this group. Higuita and Champoussin are done for the day. Let's try and move up with Benoit and Patrick Conrad, who are our leaders today. Lovely to see Bagioli getting blocked off horribly, but we're trying to move up with our guys as Iran, Rowan Dennis are now struggling. We may try and attack as well if we can somehow get to the front of this group. But now 3k to go. Who is it? It's Sepkus laying the hammer down. We can hardly stay here. We're at 92 with Conrad and now Cosnefroid as well. And we have still a breakaway up the road from earlier on as Bagioli is done. And we're finally making some ground to the front of this race with 2k to go still in this climb. Cosnefroid and Conrad in a pretty good position. So 20k to go right here. We have 1k to go to the top of this climb. Is Cheryl trying to attack? Not quite sure. I think he might be actually. So Patrick Conrad can actually try and jump in the Frenchman's wheel, can he? Let's try and go off the front with Patrick Conrad of the main peloton. 99 into the descent. And Conrad, who isn't a danger in the GC of 18 riders now in this group, is going off the front. Can Conrad maybe challenge for the stage win? We have 40 seconds currently to the GC group. So Cosnefroid is in the wheel of Alaphilippe and also Adam Yates, who is now attacking and ruining the chances of Conrad, who is, I think, the best sprinter in this group as well. Would have been lovely for Conrad's group to go to the line, but with under 10k to go, this is looking pretty unlikely. But Benoit is going to try and cover off every other move. So there you go, Pale Bilbao is on the attack, and these groups do now pretty much come back together, do they? Can Conrad try another attack with 7k to go? Let's try and go to the line as Cosnefroid is in the wheel of Julian Alaphilippe. Conrad has been caught so comfortably right there as Cosnefroid still in the wheel of Alaphilippe, and it seems to be the right wheel too as he's dragging us to Roglic, Martin and Tadej Pogačar in this group. Remember, we're not fighting GC, so we are the free elements, if you will, but it's so difficult. Let's get in the wheel of Tadej Pogačar. What a strong group this is. Is the other group going to come back on? They may do with 1 kilometer to go. Cosnefroid in the wheel of Tadej Pogačar. Can we hold this to the line? Let's go. Can we come round? We're getting blocked in so horribly. What a disaster. What a disaster. Can we take it on the line? There's no line, but we take the win somehow despite getting blocked in. Benoit Cosnefroid, what a rider. What a glorious win. Alaphilippe with the perfect lead out, the perfect celebration, as well as Cosnefroid comes round his fellow Frenchman to get his second stage win of the race. But Alaphilippe won't mind too much because he leads the race, and I think Mark Hirschi did explode today. So it seems Alaphilippe versus Roglic and Pogačar. Underway we go then for, I believe, the final stage of the race. And we have Conrad, probably our leader today, on a super difficult final. So let's try and protect the Austrian. I may try and get Tiada in the breakaway for the KOM jersey, but that itself is proving very difficult. So I won't lie, I accidentally got Benoit Cosnefroid up the road. Let's set up a little bit and wait for our teammate. There you go. Tiada get in the wheel of the Frenchman. That is pretty perfect because 2 riders up the roads, Cosnefra, who isn't really a danger in the GC still, now at 3 minutes and 30 down, can hopefully support Tiada in his chase for the jersey. Okay, so approaching the second KOM sprint right now. The points are ebbing away slowly, especially if we miss this climb and we're still off the very front of the race. So we won't get any points at this KOM, I'm pretty sure, with those guys up the road. But Cosnefra is trying to change that. Up to 99 goes Benoit Cosnefra. What a ride he has had at this race, now helping out his boy Harold Tiada, but Tiada doesn't quite have enough left to try and challenge at the line, does he? Let's try and get a top 3 if we can. So close. I think we got 1 point right there with Tiada, so that'll do. 1 point off Vlasov and Sepkus. Here we go again then, 1.5k to go. Tiada trying to stay on Benoit's wheel. That is proving quite difficult though for the Colombian. Can we try and sprint into the final meters right here? Tiada, I think, got second place and he goes into the lead of the KOM jersey provisionally, but we're so low on stamina. So 2k to go. I don't think Cosnefra is going to survive to the top on this occasion, so Tiada is by himself and we still have 8 riders looking pretty good in this group. Can we try and come to the front with Harold Tiada? Tusveld tries to attack right now as Cosnefra seems pretty done, but here we go with Harold Tiada. Can we try and win this sprint right here? We're out of energy. We cannot attack into the final meters and we're going to get 4th place. We get 1 point and Tim Wellens has taken the lead. He's tied with us at the front, and without Cosnefra, this is going to be really difficult. So Tiada trying to beat Tim Wellens on the line right here. Tiada, 99, don't Quieto, don't, please don't. Please don't, as Esteban Chavez steals a few points. What a hotly contested KOM jersey this is right here. So this time Tiada had no chance of getting any points as Quintana, Simon Yates, Godzu have been dropped. We have 41 riders left at the front, and I think Bagioli can try and protect Patrick Conrad, who is our clear leader in this stage. Here we go then, 6k to go here at the Itzulia Basque Country Tour. Can we snatch a hat-trick of stage wins with Patrick Conrad right here? Let's try and come to the front of this group if we can. We're blocked off pretty horribly though, as it's Carapaz again, just setting a tempo for his teammates. What a Zoma steep to have, and look how steep this climb is right now as Fulsang is on the front. Higuita, where are you, my man? He is not going to be able to support Patrick Conrad, it would seem, as Fulsang, Vlasov, Carapaz, Yates, Bennett all to the front of this group. So Patrick Conrad will be by himself right here, and our card is that we're not a GC man, so we can hopefully be allowed some freedom off the front, as Higuita cannot get anywhere near Conrad to support him, and we're struggling to stay here at even 90 with Fulsang and Vlasov going off the fronts. So Conrad in the wheel of Davide Formulo. Fulsang and Vlasov look like they're going to be challenging for the stage. Conrad needs to try something. Let's try and attack away up to Fulsang and Vlasov. We're currently 3rd place on the stage. It's a very strong ride by Conrad, but we're not going to snatch a 3rd stage victory. We will be 3rd on the day though, so a good ride. Will it be Fulsang or will it be Alex Vlasov? And Jakob Fulsang wins the final stage of the Basque Country Tour as Conrad's in for 3rd place. I think Alaphilippe will also secure the overall victory as well, ahead of Roglic and Tadej Pogacar. Well, after an absolutely absurd start to the race on the first couple of stages, I must say I've really enjoyed this race in the end, taking 2 stage victories despite being absolutely nowhere in the GC. That was a really good one, with Alaphilippe coming out on top overall, and it was Vlasov in the end in the KOM jersey. However, we know all too well that the episode is only just getting started, because Paris-Roubaix is up next. We've had 7 monuments as a team, and we've had a few podiums. I think maybe 3 podiums overall. We have never stepped on the top step just yet. It's going to be very, very difficult to change that today but we have the likes, of course, of Heinrich Hausler, De Wolf, Magnus Kort as well, who are going to do their best to try and change that. Look at this. We have a massive, massive day for the Hell of the North. Everyone in the team on a plus day, including the main man, Heinrich Hausler. What luck for the big, big day. Can we capitalize on this? So I won't put anyone in the breakaway. We'll keep our guys in the main group at least for the first 100k until we hit the cobbles later on. Let's try and conserve as much energy as possible. As you can see, I'm trying to do. Looking at it, our max cobble is probably Hausler with 77, but we have Bosenhagen 77 as well. Kort has 76, Decker 75, De Wolf 77 as well, with Price Peterson and Swift slightly lower. So we don't have an elite cobbler still, despite these crazy days, but hopefully we have the strength in depth. Almost 100 kilometers then into the race, and we are about to hit the first cobbled sets of the guys up the road are already there. And I think we have Hausler, Bosenhagen and De Wolf as our leaders, whereas Magnus Kort and I think David Decker are kind of our free elements in this one to maybe try some attacks up the roads. Here we go then. Matteo Trentin has attacked away from the peloton, and David Decker is going to try and follow the Italian as we exit that cobbled set. So there you go. David Decker is going to follow the Italian up the roads here. And why not? You know, Madouar is attacking too. Can we try and get in his wheel with Magnus Kort and get him up the road too? The peloton are going to allow it. So that is pretty perfect for us. If these guys can get into that breakaway, they could be very, very helpful later in the race. So we now have attacks all over the roads. We'll put our guys to 75. We have the likes of Garcia, Cortina, very, very good rider. Colbrelli is trying to join the breakaway. Dylan Van Baarle as well, with David Decker already at the front. So we could have a pretty powerful breakaway in a moment. This race is just going so well so far for us, but I guess the same goes for plenty of other teams as well. But I've hardly spent any energy on our leaders right here, with Hausler, De Wolf and Bosenhagen all looking just fantastic, and Kort as well up the road, to be fair. So 2k to go to the infamous Arenberg. We have just seen a little increase in the rhythm in both of these groups. A few riders have been dropped from the front. So let's try and relay with Decker now at 75, whilst our guys are going to have to spend a bunch of energy as we're on the Arenberg right now in the breakaway. The peloton come onto the section as well. We need to do our best to survive right here with all of our guys, if possible, as Matthew van der Poel did puncture as well, but I do believe he should still be in this group somewhere. We'll see after the sector. In fact, we can try and take a look. There he is. Van der Poel is still in this group. So all okay for Alpecin Phoenix. They would have been panicking right there. But let's go down to 60 if we can on this now uncobbled section. 64 riders are at the front in the peloton, but Decker still leading this group. We're looking very, very good with these guys in the breakaway. So the Gorilla is the next man to fall to a puncture at this Paris-Roubaix. Jonas Ruch, T-Mobile legend, is struggling as well. I have made a change too. Heinrich Hausler is no longer being protected. Price Peterson, Captain Price, is moving to Bosenhagen. He just has more energy at this stage than Heinrich Hausler. So I think it's probably the sensible move. With 80k still to go, the race is hotting up right here. So we're now down to 51 riders at the front with no breakaway left as well. We still have 5 riders, all looking pretty good, I would suggest, in this group, with Hausler our closest to the front. Let's put our guys probably to 85 as well. Take position to the front, boys, if you can. This is such a high rhythm right now, as Sagan, is he trying an attack off the front? Peter Sagan is bridging away from this group. At least it's a big acceleration by the Slovenian. We're doing everything we can to stay to the front of this group. We're going to have to go 90. This is the section that Mr. Benji Naesen was dropped on, I think, as Nils Pollitt is dropped from this group. Let's try and stay here with all of our guys, do what Benji couldn't, and I think we're dropped just a little bit actually with a few of our guys, so we haven't quite been able to do that. Let's pace with Magnus Court if we can, try and save everything with the Wolf and Bosenhagen, and we are back in. 37 are here. This is where the strongest riders are about to be separated after we've had such a high tempo for an extended period of time. Can we stay in the front? Hausler and Magnus Court are really struggling now. Eddie, the Boss, and Standerwolf are our clear leaders in this one. As we have an attack, Phil Gilbert, Van Aert, Van der Poel as well. We cannot follow. We simply cannot follow for now. Let's sit in the wheels and hopefully we can draw them back in whilst protecting our leaders. So we have a fresh attack of this cobbled sector. Let's try and stay in right there. Take position up to 99 very briefly, as Court and Hausler are pretty much done. And it's a solo attack, is it, at this stage? And I think it's Alexander Kristoff. Kristoff has gone off the front with Court and Hausler doing God's work, protecting our guys still as we close in on the final 50k. 4-star sector up next though, and we are just struggling to follow now. Court is dropped. Big John is dropped. Van Aert is to the back of this group. We're going to have Eddie the Boss and I think Standard Wolf left after this sector. The Wolf has a little more energy, so do I try and protect him at this stage? Let's take position here. We're still in a group with Van der Poel and Van Aert, despite many strong guys going off the front. So if we can take position, Bosenhagen is going to have to protect Standard Wolf, as we're seeing so many moves, but we're still just clinging on to this group. And it's the Koenig Quickstep trying to chase down Alexander Kristoff. So we really cannot follow much longer with more riders going off the front. The Wolf is still here though. Bosenhagen has been dropped. Can we stay with Van Aert and Van der Poel on this 5-star sector? Come on, Stan, you can stay here. This is so difficult, and no, we cannot stay here, I don't think. Come on, De Wolf, we're almost there, but we're gonna get dropped, are we? At the end of this sector, and we are gone. There you go. We are out of Paris-Roubaix, 45k remaining. However, Standard Wolf hanging around, just about getting back on. What a ride right there. We're in this group of 12 riders with only Alex Kristoff up the road, but there you go. Seneschal is about to put us out the back for good. Standard Wolf is so done right now, but we are clinging on to this group of favourites. 12 riders here. Kristoff is pretty done, I think. I don't think he stands a chance of winning this race. We can no way relay. We're trying to recuperate as much yellow as possible whilst relying on the main favourites. Here we go then. We see another big increase in the rhythm. We have recuperated just a little bit, and I think Kristoff is about to be caught right here. We need to do everything, literally everything we can to conserve energy. And when I see Van der Poel riding like that, struggling a little bit, last year's winner in this save, that is very promising indeed. Now 30k to go. Gilbert and Lampert are on the attack. Can I follow any of these moves? I don't think so. We're going to sit in the wheels again, rely on EF, who have still quite a few riders in this group, but Bettiol seems to be done. Oh my, we've had a fall. Can we cling on to this group? Oh boy, I thought we were dropped. Who was that? It was Yves Lampert who has fallen from that main group. Seneschal is waiting up for his leader on the day. 20k to go. We're still in the front with Standard Wolf. What a race we are having. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am absolutely panicking right now. Standard Wolf is doing far too well. 74 cobble, 77 on the day. We are still here in Paris-Roubaix, but we are suffering over these cobbled sectors with a 5-star sector. Can we stay here? This could well be the end of us right now. We're going 40, but 176 heart rate. This could be the end of us right here. As you see, we're running out of red as we're about to cross this cobbled sector. The Wolf, can we hold on? Come on, Stan, please hold on out of this cobbled sector. It's so difficult, but we have another cobbled sector up next. This is just brutal for Standard Wolf. We have 13k to go right now in Paris-Roubaix. Pollitt and Van Marker are on the attack. I cannot follow at all with Standard Wolf. We're sat in the wheels. We cannot get near those guys as Van der Poel has recuperated very well, apparently. Let's try and rest up with the Wolf. We have one cobbled sector left, and we're still here in the fight at Paris-Roubaix, but Nils Pollitt looks so good. The Wolf try and recover 45 until this cobbled sector. We need to push it now up to maybe 65. We have a genuine shot at a podium at this Paris-Roubaix if we can just stay here over this sector with Standard Wolf, but that is proving difficult. We're right at the back of this group. Van der Poel has been caught. Pollitt is struggling. Can we stay here? This is so difficult. Please don't block me, Matthew van der Poel. Please don't block me. Let's try and stay here. Sit in the wheels. We're at the front after the cobbles. We arrive in the velodrome right now. Do I take the wheel of Wout van Aert? Let's try that with Standard Wolf. Can we get in the right wheel? This is going to be so crucial. Christoph looks great. So does Wout van Aert. Can we try and attack? I don't know. Standard Wolf has a chance here. Ollie Naesen, here he goes. Van Aert, please follow. Let's go. Come on, Standard Wolf. Sit in the wheels right here of Wout van Aert. We have Naesen. Can we challenge in a sprint right here into the final kilometre? We're going to go for the line. Standard Wolf versus the likes of Wout van Aert. Christoph as well. The Wolf. Can we take it? Wout van Aert wins Paris-Roubaix. But how close did we get? In the end, it's only a top 5, but my oh my, we maximised that race. What a race. My oh my, what a race that was. Standard Wolf, what a rider this man is. 23 years old. Look at the guys he's just finished with. Somehow we stayed in that group. Maybe I should have tried an attack and just gone for it, but I just didn't quite have enough energy. I was about to launch, try and get the jump on them, but then as I launched, Van Aert launched as well. So I probably would have been better just sitting in his wheel and trying to come off his wheel. In the end, I don't think we could have taken it in a sprint. So maybe I should have tried something in that final 2 kilometers. But anyhow, I am so happy with that result. I won't lie to you. I am so happy. We were in the mix at Paris-Roubaix. We haven't won a monument. The wait still goes on, but surely we have a big win coming soon. So quick look at the calendar. We do have another chance at a monument as Blackwar takes on LBL and the Ardennes in the next one. Then Benji has Romandy, and then I have the Giro d'Italia on my channel. So some big stuff to look forward to, and make sure you're subbed to Blackwar for the Ardennes. And so guys, I won't hold you any longer today. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I absolutely loved that race, and I really hope that shows in the final video. So if you enjoyed, smash that like button, drop a sub on the channel as well. Under 50% of you that are watching these videos are subscribed, so make sure you hit that sub button, and I will see you guys in the next one.